Okay, I want to do a quick walkthrough of using the Out tab, the Send tab. So this is mostly for general practice offices where they will be mostly sending referrals out to specialists. So we're just going to demo the Out, and the Out tab is right up here. We have In tab. This is mostly for specialists who are receiving referrals in, and then we have the Out tab for GPs who are sending them out. We'll just go down the features one by one. The Send Referral form. We can use this form from a couple of different locations. We can either go directly here to the Send Referral form, fill all of this out manually, or we have a Dentrix connector application which will allow us to search our Dentrix database and send all the patient information filled out already directly to this form. You'd still have to pick who the referral is from, fill this in. Usually this is default unless you have multiple locations. You'd have to select a different location. Select who we're referring to. We can select the office, the location, and the doctor. We can select the category. So we can go oral surgery, extraction, and this tooth. Usually all this is just fill that in. Only required information right here. And put in the notes. So that's all that's required. We can go, Dentrix will fill all of this in automatically if your Dentrix file is filled out. Private notes, public notes, so this is only for the private note is if you don't want the patient to see this on the printed out form, and this is for the patient to see on the printed out form. We can attach a file, we can hit X-ray, and then we want to select a date that the X-ray, so the referring office always likes to know what date the X-ray was generated on. Click it, add it here, close. And then we have two options here. I'm going to select draft referral because what that does is it sends the referral into the draft bucket. It allows us to be able to go ahead and print this referral out and give it to the, it's building the PDF right now, but it'll allow us to go ahead and print the referral out, and we give this form to our patient when they leave. We can also save this to their Dentrix document center. So we give that to them, but the referral hasn't gone to the doctor yet, and here's why. In this workflow, we'll say a hygienist or a specialist wants to send referrals from the operatory, but they're busy. So they go through and put in the minimal information. They press send to draft or save to draft. That will then send it to pending referrals. Now somebody at the front desk in some workflows will then go in and edit this referral, put in whatever information needs to be filled out, maybe some insurance information, and then they can go ahead and send the referral here. And then that referral will go to the office at that point. So pending referrals, it's some people will just send directly from the operatory, and some people want a workflow where they just fill it out pending, and then someone up front finishes it off and sends it to the referring office. So that's pending referrals. Then we can go here, we can see all of our sent referrals. From here we can choose actions. We have alerts. The alert column is for any time an activity happens on this referral. Let's say that the other office uploads a document, the specialist leaves notes in there, we call them back or they declined or whatever, anytime something happens on this referral, you'd get a little alert here so that you can sort these by the ones with the alerts will come up on top. This is a demo database, so none of this is live information. It's not really getting updated with alerts. So that's where you can go see all your referrals sent. You can sort them by your different who you're sending them to. You can see different offices that you're sending the referrals to that way. Neat feature here is referral chat, and you can go into a referral and begin a chat conversation with that referral. I'm going to go into one here, and we can go ahead and chat with that referral. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do. So you can start a chat. Conversation, and you can have a conversation back and forth about that referral with the specialist that you sent that referral to. and then that will show up in your chat notifications. So that's referral chat, and you can see here as well that the chat shows up in here. You pull it up here and you can continue your chat. Then you can also chat just with a office. So if I want to chat with AZ Perio Paradise Valley, I just hit the chat button here and I could begin a chat conversation with them directly. So that would be a chat just with them, not regarding a referral. If you want to chat with them regarding a referral, you go directly to the referral and chat with them regarding a specific referral from AZ Perio. Attachments, this will show you any of the referrals that you've sent out where doctors have uploaded, your specialists have uploaded an attachment. So anytime a new attachment is uploaded, that referral will show up here in this bucket. It's great for x-rays, notes, whatever information you need to be aware of that the specialist is doing with the patient. It shows up here once you viewed it and looked at it. That notification or that referral will go out of this bucket. So this is only for active attachments that have not yet been viewed. The really great thing here is the action buckets. On the other side, on the specialist, when they get referrals in, your referrals come to their open new bucket, and then they schedule them for a consultation, and they get a treatment plan on them and try and follow up with the treatment plan. So they would actually schedule a treatment, and then if they don't schedule a treatment, they would put them into a callback plan where they try and get them in to schedule a treatment. So these are two different buckets that your patients would go to. One would be your patients at their office who did not accept the treatment plan and need a callback. They would show up and be worked out of this bucket. The ones that did accept the treatment plan and scheduled treatment would show up here, and then would eventually go into treatment. And then in the very end, once treatment is all complete, on their side they would show up in the post-op management. So it's basically post-treatment management, where the patient would have to go have hygiene visits or whatever type of follow-up depending on the type of procedure that was done. So you can monitor how your patients are moving through these workflow buckets at your specialist office, and each time your patient moves through these buckets at the specialist office, you'll get notifications and you'll be able to see notes and see what's going on with the patient as it's moving through. So you can go here and you can say, okay, I've got 125 patients here in open new, and that doesn't make any sense. Why aren't my specialists calling my patients or moving them through the buckets? So the other thing you can do here is go into the holding buckets, and this is where the patients go while they're being, let's say they had needed a callback date, they didn't want to schedule now, they need a callback date for some time in the future. Consultation is scheduled for a certain date, they would go here. Treatment is scheduled for a certain date, they would go here. Treatment was started on a certain date. A treatment plan callback, they weren't ready to schedule treatment, but they want to call back, and then we're observing them for maybe a year after treatment. An additional treatment is required if they have to go through the process again. Treatment completed, unable to contact, and then there's also decline at the bottom. So you can view what's going on at the specialist office by looking into these buckets. And that's pretty much it for the outgoing tab in Referral Raven. If you are a general practice, this is how you use the tools here. Now there's some other features coming real soon, like reporting, but for now, out. And it's really simple. If this is confusing, then all you have to do is think, if I'm a GP, all I have to do is go to the send referral form and send referrals. I really don't have to worry about anything else. Send referrals, send referrals, send referrals. I get a referral, I don't go paper, I go to Referral Raven, I click the send referral button, I send them. Pretty soon, you'll start to see all of these buckets come alive. This will all happen automatically. If you just start sending referrals, this will light up. The way that the Referral Raven works will come alive for you, and you'll start to see all the benefits of sending your referrals via this send referral form. So don't get confused. Just come into the out bucket, press send referral, and send your referrals, and that's how you get started using Referral Raven.